All right, let's get into our next segment.
Pooped in his big boy pants.
If you haven't heard this section before, we talk about guys that we expected big things from, and then we look forward. What do these bad games do to them fantasy-wise? What do you do with them on your team? Peyton Manning, 266, 2 picks,
Woof.
no touchdowns.
Woof.
Matthew Stafford, 188, 1 touchdown, 3 picks.
Benched.
Benched. Matt Ryan, enigmatic
Game
in my
flow.
opinion, 254, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
He didn't play very great.
You know what? Washington is not bad.
We got a sleeper bot breaking news. Chuck, yeah, I know. Chuck Pagano told reporters that Andrew Luck was a full participant at practice. So
Well,
you can
that's-
drop Matt Hasselbeck now because everyone had him
From your league.
from your.
All right, that is interesting. And I was looking at the standings this morning. It's like they're just going to run away with that division. Everybody else is 1-4 and 1-3.
South?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just they've pieced it together very easily, and now they'll run away with it. For them, watch out for the carry load of Gore to go down or something because they're just going to get ready for playoffs.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Falcons still.
Nope. I was talking about Andrew
yeah,
Luck
yeah.
and the
Sorry.
Both would be legit, though.
and both would be not this out though. All right, running back C.J. Anderson 11-22-0.
Hillman sucked as well. That's just
Their offense, the entire Broncos offense was
Yep.
their defense. What is going on with the Broncos being able to put up points? That was the Raiders.
I'm
And it
done.
looked
I'm
like-
done. I'm done with C.J.
Yeah.
So then are you done with Hillman?
Yep.
You're done with the entire Broncos running game.
Yep.
Are you done with the-
I do not blame you, my friend.
Are you done with the passing game?
No, I'm not done with Emmanuel Sanders or Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah. And that's
Otherwise,
why,
I'm done with everybody else.
that's exactly why I think Peyton is going to have those games with 3 touchdowns because those 2 guys.
Yeah.
And at that point, you try to get value for his name and for his game and try to get something better and stream your quarterback.
Yeah, I'm fine getting rid of Peyton for anything. Jeremy Hill, 8 for 13, 0.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you say for yourself?
Well-
Were you scratching at your tattoo the entire game?
Dude,
Was the skin coming off?
it is.
I got a potato.
You got
peeler
nothing
for
to
you.
say, do you?
No. What I will say is when Andy Dalton would rather try and quarterback sneak 5 yards into the end zone, which he did very successfully. But I'm saying, when the play calling goes to that, then there's just nothing you
Would
can
you
do.
give it to a guy that was 8 for 13 and no touchdowns on the goal line?
At this point, he was not 8 for 13. That's how he finished. So he finished horrific.
Would you give it to a guy who has the potential for 8 for 13?
Not at this point.
I will say this. If we're talking Jeremy Hill, we got to talk Gio Bernard, and he looked really good. I mean, he was going up against Seattle's run D, and he got more carries, did more with the carries, is involved.
It's time to change expectations
In
for
all
Jeremy Hill and maybe for Eddie Lacy too.
Oh.
I would start Gio over Jeremy Hill without question.
Yep.
The rest of the way until otherwise proven.
Yeah, and then you know what? One guy we did not mention in the running back success stud muffin section that we should have. I want to mention Deion Lewis because Deion Lewis was 4th straight double-digit game, almost 20 fantasy points in our league format, given an extension by New England. I think you can rely on Deion Lewis moving forward.
His touchdown was ridiculous. It was a 2-yard screen pass where there
One-handed
were
catch.
Three
One-handed
defenders. 3 defenders there. I mean, you're talking about maybe he can pull out an extra yard, and then he's like, whoop, whoop, I'm missing you, missing me. I'm a stick of butter, and I'm in the end zone.
I'm a sticker.
I like that. It was. He did. He ducked down and he slid right through. It was amazing. All right. Wide receivers that did not succeed this week. The list could be longer. But Mike Evans and Randall Cobb both only had 3 catches each. What did you say? Jameis Winston threw the ball how many times?
I thought it was 19.
19. That's called interception mitigation protocol. Put in place.
Hard to throw 4 interceptions with 19 passes.
When Doug Martin is running the rock, you got don't throw.
Yep. Yeah,
if you
and
don't
then-
have to throw, then you
What's
don't
with?
throw.
I mean, very weird game from Rodgers. He threw his first and then second interception at home in over 580 throws. Now the Rams defense is legit, but 2 interceptions for him. Randall Cobb was barely involved. Julio, James Jones
And Ty Montgomery
wasn't involved until the very end. Not a very good offensive.
2 catches.
Yeah, not a very good offensive performance across the board. We talked about Lacy, 13 for 27. Are you worried about Lacy?
I don't think so.
No, I'm not either. You just said that you might be worried about Eddie Lacy.
Just adjusting some expectations.
I think the Rams defense is very good, and they were winning that game. It was a little bit surprising that he didn't get more offensive output.
No, the Rams
game
D
flow,
I think is the biggest part.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got? Tight ends. Nobody else performed.
If your name wasn't Gary Barnidge or Tyler Eifert,
you pooped your big boy pants.
Basically, if you were a touchdown in the NFL and you caught a touchdown, or if you were a tight end, if you were a touchdown,
I wish I was a touchdown in the
you'd
NFL.
be signed immediately.
I just pictured it was like a Schoolhouse Rock. You're like, I'm a touchdown.
No, if you were a touchdown, you'd be signed immediately by everybody but John Fox.
Oh,
who would consider whether or not he won. I should give him credit. They won this week.
Yeah, they did. They tried to not win, but Jay
Are
Cutler,
they 2-2? 2-3?
You know who tried to not win was the freaking Giants. 4th and 1 on the end zone, and you're kicking a field goal? What are you doing? Score and put the game away.
They won, though.
They won by a miraculous Eli Manning drive.